Hello, everyone. This is your girl, Erica Wilson, the host of
You
It
need to
Had to
log on my
Happen
page
show.
and so you can see it from my page.
You knew that you had to turn to God because He's the only one that could get you out.
Such a blessing to be able to sit with you, son. You know, like in the isolation, sometimes we feel lonely or not being able to fit in, or this person is not going to bother with me or whatever. But that is the time when God says, "Be still." Right. And know that I am God. There you go. Thank you, Jesus.
I'm a single mom with 2 kids, struggling, rape victim, homeless, robbed at gunpoint. All those things had to happen to me to birth me for my purpose today. And that's why I'm standing here today giving back.
We knew then that we was on a long road to recovery. But I say that to say this. It had to happen.
People different friends from what you
Good day, everyone. We are here live today at It Had to Happen with your girl, Erica Wilson. I have my son, Miami Dolphins wide receiver Alan Hurns with me on today, and the beautiful Princess Evangelist, Princess Dior, guys. We have a show for you guys today. We're going to be talking a little bit about what we have going on in the different communities out here. Alan's going to tell what it is to be a new dad. And my God, when you guys see the smile on his face, he don't even have to open up his mouth when he go to talking about his son. You know, I mean, just smile, you'll see it later on in the conversation. And then we're going to have Princess to come before you. And as well, we're going to be showing you 4 different clips that kind of impacted me out of 24 episodes that we have done so far. So, guys, I just want to welcome Alan Hurns onto the show of It Had to Happen. Welcome, son.
How y'all doing? Glad to be on again.
Good. Welcome, Queen. Take off your mute.
Welcome. Hello, everybody. Hello, the tenacious and beautiful in the millionaire mindset. Hello, all in TV land.
Yes. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in with us at It Had to Happen with the girl, Erica Wilson. Guys, let me tell you something. No matter how tough you think life is, there's always someone has to face challenges out there. Challenges that are even tougher than yours. How about the Bible tells us in Acts 20:35, it is more blessed to give, guys, than to receive. And watch this. An act of kindness can turn this world into a better place to live. However, small, these actions can make a huge difference in someone's life and bring contentment to the door. Also, and I'm not talking about giving back in terms of offering a product or doing something for free in exchange for advertising space. That is giving back. That is simply a business, guys. Watch this too. But giving back is where you give and then nothing happens. No benefits for you, no recognition, nothing tangible gets sent. Don't get sent y'all when you give from the heart, guys. You give from the heart without expecting anything in return. But your biggest and sole reward is realization that you made an impact in someone's life, guys. I'm telling you, this time of the year, 2020, with us facing the things that we have faced this year, God has not brought us this far to give up on us now. So if you are blessed, please do be a blessing. Okay, guys? This is not designed to help you make your business grow. It'll help you grow as a human being and make a lot of other people happy if you decide to take action, guys, and on this advice. And then, you know what, guys? In Corinthians 9:7, it tells us each one of us, we have to give as he has decided in his heart, not reluctantly or under compulsion, but God loves a cheerful giver, guys. So we, the 88 Blessings family, we will be out in the Duval community as well as the Miami-Dade County community where Alan and I Chris is from. Guys, 305 is in the building. Yes, so the 88 Blessings family will be in the Duval community as well as Miami-Dade County. So, Alan, how does it feel before we get into the community side of it? I just want you to tell the audience what it is to be a new father.
It's a feeling like no other, man. I really can't explain it, but it's something that brings like joy and like a peace, like every day. Waking up knowing like you got the sun depending on you for everything. Yeah, man, it's beautiful just watching something grow. Like he's not even 2 months yet, but I'm seeing like so many differences. Like, oh, he's doing this now, like picking up on certain mannerisms and things like that. It's just something that you will be able to watch and you'll know like inside out, like, okay, this is my child. Like I know he likes this. I know he doesn't like that. It's beautiful. And like I said, it's haven't been 2 months yet. So I can't imagine like when he's 1 or when he's 2 and things like that, but it's great to see. I can't explain it. It's just something that it's like tears of joy. Like when you actually think about it, I'm not even like a picture person, but it's times like randomly throughout the day, I'm just looking at my phone, looking at pictures of them. I never understood. Like I always knew like you like the pictures, like taking pictures and things like that, for those moments. But now like me is like, okay, I just randomly throughout the day, like, okay, let me look at pictures of them, and it just brighten my day all the time.
And what did I tell you? I say, wait till you become a parent and you will see. So this is one of the things I was talking about waiting to become a parent. And I know you was like, Mom, you always want to take pictures, but now you see it's a beautiful thing. You see something that's yours that God has blessed you with. So, I mean, just a smile says it all, son.
Appreciate y'all. People saying congrats.
Yes,
I
we have
appreciate it.
Felicity. Good. We have Tish on here, Alan. Tish says, hey, family. Congratulations, Alan. And today is Tish's 43rd birthday. Happy birthday, Pooh.
Happy birthday, Tish.
Yes. So, Princess, I know that we were just talking in the green room, and it's so amazing how God brings people across for a reason, and not even knowing when we cross paths that our sons cross paths. And we were just talking about that in the green room. So, if you want to kind of tell the audience a little bit about that before we get into our Christmas event.
Oh, well, would I really? Listen, joy, and I would really say it warms my heart when you see a father, and Alan, this is for you, when you see a father speak on his son and speak on the verses and everything and just the joy. So I just want to pour into you for a minute because the joy of the Lord is your strength. I don't know you, but just to see your story to speak to your mom and hear what God has brought you all from. God is going to do so many things in your life through your obedience and through your humbleness. I can see, and I see you just so humble and you're grateful. So what you're praying and asking the Holy Spirit for, God said, is already done. You don't have to worry about it no more. It's already done. What you thinking that the void has left? See, oh my God. Ooh, I ain't not in your secret closet. So he said, asking him for it's already done. I will tell you verbatim, but it ain't for everybody to know. I'm a definitely messenger for you. What you asked them for is already done. But since my big sister wants y'all to know, because y'all know y'all be nosy. Wait, glory. My son, Rich Butter, shouts out to Rich Butter. He plays football, and he went to this football camp because I was one of the mamas, had my pom-poms out there, my weed was going, y'all know how. And I just had this faith about me, and I'm a mother of 6, and he was something else. He's something else with that rock, and he played. Don't make me remember the position because I messed it up. I just know he played football. And he went to this football camp, and it was a lot of football celebrities out there. And it was Alan Bailey that came into the community, when they come to give back. And these men came to give back to these young boys. And my son was one of those boys. And if anybody know Butter, y'all know when he gets somewhere, he just be butter. And I was on the other side of the field, trying to be all cute and everything. They ain't have good hair out there. So I had some Malaysian. I was sitting. And I was on that bar, so much noise coming from the stand. And I was like, they heard someone talking about, eat that Sasha, boy, this Sasha. And I just dropped my head because I just knew that was my child. And I went over there, and they had a bunch of the players surrounding him. And he was just being butter. And later on that night, like we left, and the player that had them out there singing was calling his cell phone, was like, look, we going out to eat. Could you come up here? And we had went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and Alan was one of the players there, and a couple of more players. So when I met your mom and she began to tell her story, and my son saw you, he was like, Mom, that's the boy. And I was like, that lady's son don't play football. Boy, get off my page. You don't know them people. And he was like, okay. And I say he's a football fanatic, and I should have known that if he said it, you could bank on it. And he was like, oh my, yeah, he played for this. And he went to talking about the stats and all that. And I was like, what? But that was a great moment in that. So yes, that was that.
Wow.
I don't know why, because I just be extra. Yes.
It's all right. It's all right. But I'm just telling you, that's just how small the world is. Now, mind you, Princess and I grew up in Miami-Dade County and never crossed paths. Never. It took for her living in Brunswick, Georgia, and me living in Jacksonville and finding Christ and trying to get things right with Christ that we crossed paths. And I just tell you, like, we connected like we knew each other for years, Alan. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you just never know. This world is so small. So we're going to go into, my God, I love this time of the year. My son knows that I love this time of the year, even though we actually knew that we wanted to do this, but by COVID being out there, is so many restrictions, and we want to keep everybody safe, guys. We want nobody in harm's way. So it was just little avenues that we had to travel through. Sis had to pray me through some things because I was getting a little discouraged. But how many of y'all know it's like God is always quiet during the test? And I just didn't see how I was going to be able to pull this off with the events coming up next week, So we have here in Duval County where we're going to do our Winter Wonderland 2K20 on December 23rd, guys. But we pushed it up to the 17th, maybe. But this is something that we want to get out in the community and give back. Guys, the city of Jacksonville was great to my son. For how many years, son?
4 years.
4 years. So it's only right that we get back out in the community and pay it forward. Alan, what is it like to be able to pay it forward to a kid that was once in your shoes?
It means a lot, First thing first, it just got to be genuine, no matter whatever you're doing, when it's genuine, it sticks with people, So far as like giving back in the community, it's something that you always push, but we always made sure like it was genuine, as far as giving back because we was once in those kids' shoes. And I think that's what means a lot, them just seeing like, okay, he was once here, and look at the things he overcame and look where he's at now, and I always try to teach to the kids, and how I carry myself, I just try to show them that I'm regular. I don't treat myself like I'm a celebrity. I just want them to think like, treat me how you treat like your teacher or whoever else. I'm normal. I like to be involved with the kids. Hug them, like pick them up. Say what's up. And
Yeah.
it's just unfortunate as far as now. With COVID. The eventually I won't be able to do that. But at the end of the day, giving back, seeing them getting the gifts, that mean the world to them and something that sticks with them no matter how old they get, they'll know, okay, dang, I remember he did this for me, and these kids, it makes their day, and it could be something as far as just even I have a conversation with a kid, it could be like 10 seconds, it's something that can make someone's day, and, I always look forward to those moments because, something like that, it being genuine, it means a lot, and it's reciprocated on both ends, whether it's you making their day, they making yours.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well said, son. And is true. I mean, we are here. The show on Monday after our broadcast, we talked about, are you making an impact? Are you doing it for yourself or are you doing it for the glory of God? And that's one thing we know here at the 88 Blessings family and the SOAR movement. That's what we do. We're very genuine and we make sure it's something that we can relate to. And I was talking to Princess, and you can't tell anybody how to get this if you've never been through it. So if you have that kid that may be listening in, Alan, and they may be having a hard situation at this time right now, and we all know that what I told you was first.
Say that first?
What all I told you was, I mean, what did I tell you was first?
Oh, school first, always.
Exactly. So we want to make sure that the kids that we're pouring into is doing well. But during this time, we can't say that. Forgive me for that, because during this time with the COVID out there, kids being home, going to school from home, maybe not even having a meal to eat, or sometimes we know kids escape home from some things that's happening at home, or just maybe going to school just to have a meal. So,
Yeah.
it can be something like that with the kids mind, and they maybe not can't excel in school. So maybe if it's that kid that's out there listening to you, what word of advice would you give to him or her?
That's a tough one. As far as one thing I can say is that it's gonna be adversity, and one thing I always try to like realize that nobody's life is perfect. We all going through struggles. It's something that we all going through. But and of course, whatever we going through, we feel it the most because we going through it. But there's always people that going through worse things, and at the end of the day, it's gonna get better. And nothing stays the same. Of course, we all don't want to go through the unfortunate situation, but I just feel like that's part of God's story that He's making for us. No matter what it is, you still have each and every day to work on the things that you're not happy about. Even if you can't change it, just your perspective. And the main thing that I can take from a lot of things is your perspective. It can affect you a lot, whether you have a positive approach to things or a negative approach, that having a negative approach that can lead to other things. And just try to like put more positive words, positive actions, whatever it may be, things like that, that can help you and be around people that also that support you and pull you in the right direction. It's easy to fall down the wrong path, and life is not easy. It's not gonna ever be easy, but as far as just making those sacrifices on a daily, whether it's checking the boxes or whatever you want to do, it's always something to improve on. Whether it's like eating habits, laziness, whatever. It's like I'm in the NFL, and I still have times where like I am lazy and I'm not eating correctly, but the good thing about that, each and every day, you have a another chance to correct that, or just work on the things that you're not happy about. Like I said, nobody is perfect, but we all have a chance to work on it, and each and every day put our best foot forward. And whatever I want to do in life, whatever y'all want to do, I always try to tell myself, give it all you got and live with the results. The results may not be like what you want, but if you gave it your all, that's something that you could live with, or look yourself in the mirror and say that I gave it all, and whatever happens next, it happens.
My God, son. You're old soul trapped in a young person's body. I tell you that all the time. He have his thing, guys, where he don't stress about nothing. Or if he do, you'll never know. But I don't think that he stressed about anything. And he always say, Mom, you have to put your best foot forward. And isn't it something to have a son that's well grounded in Jesus and can get you back on track when you get off of track? That's my son. I should be getting him on track, but sometimes he get me back into the place that I need to be when I try to go veer off to the left. He put me, let's get back straight on a straight and narrow path. So, son, I thank you for that. I really do thank you for that. And I ask that, God's covering and his blessings shower upon your family, your new family that you have, because I witnessed it. I was there, and I see how happy you are. And it's just that by it being my first grandson, we have this thing, guys, where I say, chase me, please. And when I tell him to chase me, please, he already know what that means. So I get little videos or I get my pictures, and I'm telling you guys,
Oh,
oh
she
my
asks
gosh,
this probably
this
like
is
7 times throughout the day.
you don't have to tell it. But one thing about this Bella is one I'm talking about. I am so happy for my child and my grandson and the mother, as well as Inky as well. I mean, I saw the video with Inky, and that right there, Alan, I was like, wow, just to see the smile on his face, and he's just the uncle, you know.
Right.
So I just
Yeah.
want to congratulate you, son, because you doing a very, very good job at being a great dad. You stepping in the paint and you shedding light for a lot of people. Because guess what? A lot of these kids don't have a father at home. So we want to share some light on that as well. So by we getting ready to go into these communities, we especially our hometown, Alan, because that's where you really gave it your all. That's what really set the tone for you. You were out in many of those communities, Little League, running track, University of Miami. So it's only right that we get back down there. But look at how God worked, Alan. You played on that same field that set the tone for you to make it to the NFL. Isn't that something?
It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing like no other, and it's something that those kids know, and that's what gives them hope. I know, far as for me, when I was playing, seeing guys like Andre Johnson being from Miami, Santana Moss being from Kansas City, I went to the same high school as him. It gave me hope, that I could be that guy. And there's always gonna be those people that say, most of y'all are probably not gonna make it, and that is true. But as far as I just had that hope and that faith that I was going to be the one that make it. And, as far as like making it, it was making it to the NFL. That don't mean like I made it in life. That's what people don't understand. As far as making it in life is like right by people, and it's so much more, But it's just try to give people hope, man, just trying to tell them that, no matter what it is, sometimes you got to make those sacrifices. And when you put your mind to something, you'll be amazed at the things you can accomplish.
Hey, man, guys, did you hear what he just said? Did you just hear what he said? Miss, I need that to go across the screen. He said, making it in life is not about. Can you say that again, Alan, so the producer could put it across the screen? That's profound. That's it right there, son.
I said making it don't mean like just because I made it a football player, like I made it in life. Making it means like being a good human. How
Mm.
you are in life, and that what really matters, because like playing football, that only lasts for so long. As far as the people like that support me, and when I'm done playing, like that don't last forever. But if you're a good person, you're a good human, people gonna always respect that and like follow you no matter what.
My God, my God, my God. Wow. Thank you, Jesus. All right, guys, let's go ahead before I get to shouting up in here, y'all. We're going to be in Miami-Dade County, guys. The Miami-Dade County Police Department has partnered with us for our Winter Wonderland this year, guys, as well as the Earleton High Elementary School. My cousin Tahira Jackson just got on here. We'll be getting kids from the Earleton High Elementary and pouring into. And do know Alan definitely will be practicing social distancing. Nobody will have any type of contact with Alan. You could take a picture from afar, but nobody will have absolutely no contact with Alan whatsoever. So shouts out to Sergeant Jones. He's been working with me so closely to get this event solidified, and we're gonna get out in that community and we're gonna bless those kids, and everybody's gonna leave with a smile and everybody's gonna be safe. We will be practicing. It's a drive-by, so nobody will be getting out the car. I do want to put this out there. It is a drive-by. Nobody will be getting out the car. Alan will be in a secluded area where our guests can see him, but it's just no contact whatsoever. And we'll have 10K Creations out there that's going to beautify the outside, which is my sissy Sandra Perry, man. I can't wait, guys. Alan, how does it feel? Let's just go ahead and run the clip, Misha. Last year of our 2K19 Winter Wonderland. I mean, this is something, guys. It's big. I love it. I'm just a little upset that we can't do it as big because every year we have to go higher and higher. So we could just go ahead and roll that clip with that video, please.
Lawyers, you are our doctors, you are our judges, you are our president, you are our nurses, you are our everything. So kids, excel, excel, excel. It's not easy, but it's worth it. So I encourage you all to just keep on keeping on. Like I said, keep God first in everything and watch how everything works in your favor. So again, thank you. And I'm feeling a little generous here.
So, Alan, after seeing that video, can you tell me how you feel just to see all the smiles that we God allowed us to put on others' faces? Just tell me the feeling that you're feeling right now.
I got two feelings, one, it makes my day and brightens my day so much, and the other one is like it sucks because this year, like, we can't be hands-on. And like with those kids, if you see any event we do, we like to be hands-on, like be involved with the kids, play with them or whatever. So, but with COVID, man, we got to make the most of it. It's an unfortunate time. But that video, man, it gave me mixed feelings, for sure. But at that time, man, that was one of the ones that was real special for me because my first time back home. We was able to have like family come help out with the event, family and friends, and really be involved with the kids, whether it's doing events with them, just holding them, picking up the kids and things like that. So that's why I say mixed feelings for it, but at the end of the day, like I said, we gonna make the most of it and hopefully brighten some kids' day, when we have our events, and bring some smiles to their day.
Absolutely. So again, we just want to shout out our beautiful elves. We always dress in Santa gear, Christmas gear during these holidays. So shout out to our elves. We had some of the most beautifulest elves, I'm telling you, and all the ones that travel here from the Jacksonville area. We're forever grateful for you guys. Anyone that ever poured into 88 Blessings, sold into 88 Blessings, volunteered with 88 Blessings, supported 88 Blessings. We're forever grateful. So, Alan, could you go ahead and just give them a word of thanks?
I just want to thank each and every one of y'all, man, throughout the years, from 88 Blessings, whoever it may be, no matter how you contributed, whether it's coming to events or whatever, showing up, helping out with things, we truly appreciate it. That's something that my mom put together, and, we won't be able to do this like alone. We had a lot of people help us throughout the way and continue to help us, and it's greatly appreciated, and also it's not even like when you actually think about it, it's your events too. You pouring your time out, helping out with the kids. It's not just, oh, Erica and Alan hosting this. It's like, oh, no, we all in this together for a greater cause, for these kids, So it's greatly appreciated, from us and also the kids. Much love and hope y'all continue to help out, because it's not easy. It's something that it takes a group effort to do, and we appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. Well, son, we don't want to hold you long because I know you just dying to get back in there with Chase. So we don't want to hold you long, but we do want to thank you so much for being here with It Had to Happen with your girl, Erica Wilson, and sitting on set with the beautiful evangelist, Princess Dior. Alan, so thank you so much. Before I let you go, I just want to let you know who all pour into our 2K20 event. And guys, it's always a blessing, no matter big or small, it does not matter. Every little bit counts, whether it's word or deed. So we do have the Pagic and Pagic Law Firm. We do have our financial advisor, Mike Hennessy, and his wife. Alan, what is his wife's name again? Amanda. Yeah. So Amanda and Mike Hennessy, thank you. Joshua Mathis, thank you. Rowenda Mathis, thank you. If I'm missing any, I said Patrick and Patrick. Alan Hurns did a great donation, guys. Woo-hoo. Thank you, son. If I'm missing anybody, please charge it to my head and not my heart. But we really, truly thank you, because without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this. We also want to shout out the Miami-Dade Police Department on 81st, 81st and 7th Ave. Shouts out to them, Sergeant Jones. You guys rock, you and your team. We also want to shout out to Urban Heights for allowing us to pour into their kids and to hear her help her. She's working behind the scenes to get all of the kids registered. So we're forever grateful that we have all of you guys helping us out, supporting us, and being able to make this event a successful event. Son, thank you so much for joining me on It Had to Happen. And I'd love to have you back again, and maybe you can show, I don't know how soon or how later you're going to show my Chasey Lacey, but wherever you decide, just let me know, and I would love to, I love to show off my children. And it's nothing, guys, it's not boasting or bragging. I'm just a proud vessel of the ones that God loaned me with. I'm telling you, my two, and now I have an extra, all boys, look at God, all boys, all men. We have a prince and we have our two kings. All right. So, Ella, thank you so much. Go and give my grandbaby some love and give him lots of love. And chase me, please.
All right. I got you.
Love
Thanks for
you.
having me, Ma. All right, y'all be careful, man. Stay safe.
I said, love you. Oh, you didn't hear me.
Hear me?
I love
I said, love you too.
you. All right. Have a good one. All right, guys, we are here live today at It Had to Happen with your girl, Erica Wilson. We're going to have come before you the beautiful, I'm talking about the powerful powerhouse, guys. Oh my God, Princess Dior, Evangelist Princess Dior. She's going to come in and drop a little jewels with you guys. But before we do that, Princess, let us drop one of these clips that we have. And after we drop the clip, I want you to tell me what did you think of the clip that you just watched? So if we could go ahead and roll the first clip.
Talking about adjusting the crown. When you think about the crown, the weight of the crown is heavy. I was actually watching The Queen on Netflix. And after her father died, Queen Elizabeth was given the crown. And there was a scene where she went to put the crown on her head. And when she went to put the crown on her head, her whole posture changed because she had to adjust to the weight of the crown. And in that scene, she looks at one of the servants and she says, "Do you mind if I borrow the crown?" And he looked at her like, "Borrow? Well, whose is it if it isn't yours?" And that scene right there messed me up because so many times as men and women, we tend to borrow the crown when it's originally ours. It was ours from the beginning of time. But because we didn't understand the weight of it, and because we didn't understand our inheritance, we tend to borrow it. And so with that, God showed me, he said, people treat me as if I'm the president of the United States. They think they can impeach me, vote me in. If I don't do what they say, they get mad. He goes, but I am a king. You can't vote me in. It's a bloodline. You can't impeach me. You can't change my laws. And when he showed me that gave me a whole nother perspective of who God is.
Okay, Princess, that was a clip from the Queen Shannon Mason, all the way from Dallas, Texas. She says, Queen and Kings, take the backpack off. What do you think about the clip that you heard?
You know what? When God gets to speaking and the Holy Spirit start moving, it all ties in. When Alan was talking, sitting there like, Father, what would you have me to say to the people? What would you have me? And something came over me, say, "Tears the season." It say, "Tears the season to be jolly," but to put your mind on tears the season to be joyful. So looking at the clip, some of us begin to let go of our joy, to let others take away our joy. And like she said, the crown was heavy. Some people come around you. Some people, thank you, Holy Spirit, come in your life and begin to take things from you that you allow. And that's when your posture, come on now, begin to shift. You got to have your, this thing's so heavy. Let me tell y'all something. Every time God gives me a word, it be something that's near and dear to me. And sitting here just full of this for things and a person that's trying to come into your life and begin to shift things when that crown is already yours. That business, that book, whatever it is in your life that you are trying to formulate, whether it's you gaining back your wisdom, you gaining back your self-control, or you gaining back your peace. Do not allow other people's are looking to think that was yours be shifted.
My God.
That was powerful.
My
there.
God.
That was powerful.
Wow, sis. All right. You listen, my God. So that was Shannon Mason, all the way from Dallas, Texas. She says, Queen and King, take off the backpack and adjust your crown. But watch this. We have another clip that we're going to roll, and then you tell me a little bit what you think about that one as well.
I think that the biggest part of my journey was me being ostracized and God pressing me through pain and showing me purpose through through that time, because what God showed me was that he taught me how to love other people even when that love wasn't reciprocated to me.
My God.
So though you may not fit in, though you may be the so-called oddball out, God presses you through that to show you how to love.
Jesus.
When you're able to love your enemy.
Yes, come on.
When you're able to love someone that, may not speak to you or may give you funny looks and maybe push you to the side, God is able to really use you to serve other people.
My God.
And so through that, all of that, and I remember my mom said, Jalen, it's okay. You have to dare to be different.
Jesus.
Because when you dare to be different, God is able to illustrate, to work through you. And going to high school, through all of that, my heart grew so much for the people, especially in my school, where I was able to be the clothing closet coordinator, where I was organizing clothes for different students in need that did not have toothbrushes, that don't have toothpaste, that don't have shorts, that don't have shirts, that don't have jackets when it ever gets cold. Little things like that, and then working in my school's food pantry. So God has really given me a heart to serve.
So, woman of God, that was a young soul right there, 17 years old. Episode with Jalen Human. She's one of our SOAR influencers. I think she's a young person trapped in the old person's body. My God, I'm gonna let you have that one, because I'm telling you, when I sat on set with that young lady, it blew me away. It blew me away, because at the age of 17, I wasn't even thinking about Jesus. So I want you to tell me what you think about that clip that you just saw.
I'm sitting back trying to fight back tears, because through the message and through it all, the word tells us, love thy neighbor like you love yourself. So everything we do, we have to demonstrate. But when we allow things and people in our life to infiltrate us off our path, you got to ask yourself, am I really loving myself? Am I really loving myself? So as you going through this journey called life, you're going to become things. I put a post up on my Facebook the other day, or either was the day, say all souls that wander, WANDR, are not lost. So when you wondering things that's going on in your life, or you wondering how a person is treating you, or you're getting ideas and things that things are not going right, pay attention to the signs, because you have to love you first enough to know, I'm not going to stand for this. I'm not going to tolerate this. So when loving you is going to treat people how, is going to teach people how to treat you. Because we'll always say, no, I'm going to treat them how they treat me. No. I'm going to teach them how to treat me. But we all fall now. We all fall. I'm preaching myself happy right here. We all fall because we be blinded by some of our expressions and some of the things that we think are voids in our life that we're trying to hold on to and search for love. They get that word again. Search for love when you're not even loving yourself. And that begins to allow people to manipulate you, to walk over you. Come on now, somebody. You have to first love yourself.
My God. First, love yourself. And her mom is on here. Her mom just says that she's been here before. I think so. I really think so. And I'm telling you, I sat on set with that young lady. I heard about her. I even went down to meet her, because, like I said, she was one of our SOAR, is one of our SOAR members. Very, very active. Nothing you can ask her that she won't do. If she don't know it, she'll get right on it, to find out what it is that she needs to do. And I just love her energy. She's in school at the University of Florida. Nope, University of South Florida. And I'm telling you, amazing young lady. So Yanetta Arnold, hats off to you. You've done a great job and continue to do a great job. She's at USF with a 4.0, guys. Finished her first semester at USF with a 4.0. Shots out, Jalen Humans. Oh my God. Do you see that, sis?
You see
4.0. First semester. My
Grudge.
God, it ain't nobody but God. So we definitely gonna keep her lifted up, sis, because that's one that we know once you doing good, what you know will happen.
Enemy try to come in and steal, kill, and destroy.
All right now, but he can't have that one. He can't
That's
have none of us. None of us. So outside of Jalen Humans, guys, we're gonna run this other clip. We got two more clips for you, and then we're gonna let you take the floor, evangelist, because I know you're gonna walk this thing. I said it on the show on the prayer broadcast. I said I know you're gonna walk this thing like a dog. So let's go ahead and get to the other clip because this is another clip that touched me as well. But we heard a little bit about your journey. We know who Jesse, we got a feel of who Jesse Wu is. So now we want to know, have you ever experienced any type of pain
Hmm.
that kind of brought you down to your knees?
Oh, of course. I
Mm,
definitely, definitely experienced pain. When I think one that a lot of people know about me is I spoke about being a rape victim, and
mm,
I was on Love and Hip Hop 2 years ago, and I shared it. And I shared my story, and it just was really hard for me because at the time, so many other girls were coming forward and talking about this person, these
mm.
people that are in the industry that were responsible for so many girls like me. And, I just feel that a lot of people still don't understand the concept of rape. Like, they don't understand
Mm.
that rape is not sex.
Wow. And that episode was with Jessie Wu. She is the was the BET Red Carpet host. Guys, she was a young woman from Miami area as well who has made it. And I'm telling you, she's not one of those celebrities that forget where they come from. She's a humble soul, sis. This woman I met her through social media, matter of fact, on IG, and I saw one of her posts, and I went into her inbox and I began to pour into her, and she never left my side since. I'm talking about beautiful soul. So you just tell me, what did you gather from that clip?
in that clip, just like the bottom of the screen said, "Beauty for her ashes." See, it had to
Mm.
happen. But everything that she had to endure, I heard her talk about rape, and you know that I know that story also well. For a woman to go
Mm.
through anything like that, for something to be taken from you and stripped from you, you still have to walk around and hold your head up high, because some things in that thing will make you lose your mind. So for her to
Mm.
even hold on to it and be able to stand strong and be a ally for another sister that's trying to come through, she definitely deserved every bit of what God is blessing on her life. So yes, it was definitely beauty for her ashes.
My God, yes, it was. I'm telling you, and she was on Love and Hip Hop as well. And when she came out about her story, people were like really getting on her. And I don't think people understand this is why so many women stay silent about the things that happen to them, because one, they'll think, they'll say some of the darndest things, put it like that. And when she came out with her story, my heart just went out to her. That's even before that's after we connected, and I had to kind of reach out to her and point to her and let her know, you stand your ground. Don't let anything anybody saying to you get you off track, because you got to know that God has your back. Other people may not have your back, but God has your back, and you need to just stand still, and you need to say what it is you need to say. Tell your story. You know why? Because it had to happen. None of us want bad things to happen to us. None of us. You understand? But one of the things I like to say, you never know what somebody's gone through, or getting ready to go through. So just be, like I would say, just be a good person. Treat people right. You know, uh, woman of God, you and I, we walked down the same path that she did. It may not happen all the same way, but it happened, but it happened. So now we here standing on God promises, and we're testifying, saying what happened to us. Not, we don't want pity. We just want to help somebody that happened to. You understand, woman of God? So
Yeah.
when she came out with that story, like I said, they were like all over her. But you know, that's someone that I'm gonna get her back on the show, and I'm gonna get you on the show to sit down and talk to her. When I say beautiful soul, and can sing. Oh my God, that girl have a voice out this world. But all right, we're gonna go ahead because I want Princess Dior to go ahead and pour it to you guys. So we're gonna roll this last clip before we get this woman of God on fire to come before y'all and walk this thing like a dog. So go ahead and roll that last clip.
So the leap I took, I actually had the baby, my 2-month-old baby. I have 3 girls in total. So the last baby, God kept dealing with me about go. That's not the place for you. But you know, as a mom, you think about, you know, am I making the best decision? Will I be able to provide how I want to provide? But let me tell you, God has been so good and so faithful. As soon as I turned in my letter of resignation and focused on my business, which I already had before, it was like nothing ever happened. I made a 2-week salary in 3 hours. Not only that, my podcast, I got accepted to Spotify, Google Play, Breaker, so many other. Within 24 hours, I was getting emails saying that they want me on their podcast outlets. And I was like, what? Little old me? But it had to happen, all the things that happened on my job, because God knows what he has to do to push you into purpose. So we get comfortable sometimes thinking, well, you know, I know the ins and out of this, or I know how to do that. But God wants to push us to our maximum capacity. When God created us, he said, be fruitful and multiply and reign over every living creature. That's what a human being is designed to do in Genesis 1. So I had to go through all the aggravation because I wasn't humble, and I wasn't at peace enough to sit down and listen to the voice of God that been telling me to leave.
My God. So that was the episode from Tashara Arthur. Woman of God, I met this woman in my struggling days, and she had no clue what I was going through. Not one clue as to what I was going through, but I still was able to pour into her. And at that time, I thought I didn't even know how to take care of myself. So how am I pouring into somebody else? But I didn't even think that I could take care of myself. But God allowed our paths to cross and to see the young woman she's become, the business minded. I always seen that in her. I knew she had that in her, but to see how far she's come and how strong she is in her faith, it just does my heart break to just see that. So can you just share with us what did you get from that clip?
From that clip right there, let me tell you something. That sums up everything. From tears the season to be joyful. For everything that God is taking you through. That young lady said something so powerful and so profound when she said the pain will push you to your purpose. Let me tell you something. You have to be able to generate in your mind to create the vision, because your gift is going to make room for you. So all the pain, all the past trials, all the current trials, all the adversities that you're standing in the middle of today, it had to happen. And that right there, what you're seeking for to try to get over, that is what's going to help catapult you to your next level. Because for your pain that you had to endure, it's going to take you and push you to birth your purpose. That was it right there. That was it right there.
Jesus.
That was it
My
right.
God.
That
And
was
then
it.
that's it. You know, here it had to happen. Say, my journey, my pain, my purpose.
That was it.
Look at that.
That was it. That was the word for the people. You have to count it all. Here's the season. Y'all hear me and hear me in the Holy Ghost. Tis the season to be joyful. Don't you worry yourself trying to worry about getting no PlayStation 5, no PlayStation 9, no iPhone 12.
Come on.
Because just because God allowed you to wake up, those are tangible things. You may have the money to buy them, but you got to think in your mind that I still got to pay rent. I still have to pay mortgage. So while you're going through that, trying to make sure little Johnny and little Timmy, come on now, I'm preaching to myself now, because I sure was one of the ones. I'm going to start at me first, looking for my son a PlayStation 5. He got a 4. What's going to be the difference? We got to teach these children to keep Christ in Christmas. Because everybody's still running around looking for Santa to come out the chimney now. when they're not realizing that you have kids out here that don't have food to eat. You have people out here that are losing their lives and losing their souls. So we got to do what James says. We have to count it all joy. And 'tis the season to be joyful. So you got to look at everything that has been growing this whole year. And I see people looking saying this the worst year we ever had. Guess what? Somebody else had a worse year. So you got to thank God for your joy. You got to thank God for your peace. You got to thank God that you in your right state of mind. Let me tell you something, because it's within a blink of an eye that you can be without your mental capacity. Somebody got to tell somebody thank you, and it better be the Holy Spirit. Because you got to count it all joy. Everybody go through trials and tribulations and pains with the spouse, with the sister, with the brother, with the fake haters that surround you. But when you look at something and you push into your next level through that pain, it either calls you to be like, you know what, I'm not going to take this no more. I got to build myself up. I got to build me a better business. I have to build my brand. I have to sit on top of my empire. But through that, I'm going to close it out on, sis. 'Tis the season to be joyful. Your pain is what's going to push you to your purpose. That's it there.
My
That's
God, woman of God.
it. Yeah.
Yes. That pain. A lot of people like to skip that pain and want to get to that the good stuff. You gotta suffer a little bit to get to the good stuff. It's never ever no, like I said, nobody ever want to experience pain or the suffering or even adversity. And it happens to the best of us. I don't care what your title is, I don't care where you at in life. It happens. It had to happen. And when it happened, what word of advice, if someone, because we all know, and I don't mean to speak this in the atmosphere, but it is the truth. We all know come January, we're going to have folks right here can't save their homes that they done paid for 30, 40 years. I mean, it's going to be a sad time in this world. And here it is. See, the enemy know how to get us off focus. You understand? Like you say, we have to keep the Christ in Christmas, right? And by keeping Christ in Christmas, we have to keep our eyes on the prize, because if he just woke us up Christmas morning, we won. We already won. Just by opening up our eyes to give us a chance to see right in life. But at the same time, too, we're out here worrying about, I can't get my kid this for Christmas, or let me try to find this. But what are your kid is giving back to you as a parent? What are they giving back to you as a parent? How are they giving back to you as a parent? Are they excelling in school? Are they doing their chores around the house? Are they doing all these things they're supposed to do? How could you reward someone if they're not doing what they're supposed to do? So if you have that person that's out there knowing that they cannot afford to take that route, but as a parent, you don't want to let that child down, what word of advice would you give to them?
I'm going to give them this right here. This is an analogy I use. It's P7P. Y'all got to catch this. Y'all got to catch this and apply it however you want to apply it. P7P. Process, purpose. Both to start with 7 letters. You got to go through the process to get to your purpose, but the 7 is for completion.
That's it.
And in order to get to your new beginnings, you have to go through that purpose. You have to face your purpose. It's a process. So with you're trying to buy that child, you got to build that child. Now, don't get me wrong. It's okay to buy for your kids. It's okay to want your children to have what you didn't have. That's what we always say as parents. I want my kids to have what we didn't have. But go back to those days when them grandmamas was waking up 3 o'clock in the morning on a watch hour, waking them kids up, praying and staying on the wall. The word says, raise all up, bring them up in the way that they should go. And as they get older, they will not depart. If you ain't praying with them and you ain't praying with them, what they raised up to. So as parents, we got to be real about that thing. And I had to be real with me. Because when you're a teenage mom, any parent, you're not given a roadmap on how to raise a child. So we all in there like Lego, putting together the pieces. So we got to keep that Christ in Christmas. So as you teaching your child, what I have learned from having two generation of kids, my oldest being 26 and my baby being 9, you got to teach that child how it is. A man don't work, they don't eat. So your job is doing good in school. Your job is doing your chores. Ain't no what we say we get a children when they be cleaning up and stuff. Ain't no allowance. No, it's commission. There's no allowance in my house no more. But I had to learn that. It comes with wisdom. So you make sure you tell them about that P7P. Go through the process to complete your purpose. Y'all caught that? Don't go and try to incorporate it because it already is. Wait.
Hey, you better tell them because you know somebody will. But I like that though. I like that. That's some good stuff, sis. That's some good stuff. But guys, we are here today live at It Had to Happen with your girl Erica Wilson. We had Miami Dolphins wide receiver and my son Alan Hurns on the show earlier, talking about how we will be out in the communities in the Duval County area as well as Miami-Dade County area, giving back this time of the year. So, guys, if you are blessed, please do be a blessing to someone. It don't have to be monetary. You may have a product, you may have a business. Pour into someone this season. We've named all the people who paid it forward into 88 Blessings to make this event a successful event. And I tell you, my sis asked me, she said, sis, what can I do? You know, where I need to be. That's what I need in this season. Women pulling together to make this thing happen. Not just this is nothing about personal gain. This is all for the glory of God. Because if he didn't loan us this stuff, we wouldn't be able to loan it to anybody else. Because everything that we got to know that it's the loan. We all on borrowed time. So if you are a blessing, guys, please do be a blessing to somebody. It's a lot of folks out here hurting, guys. A lot of folks. And now it's time not to spread apart, but pull together. Because guess what? There's no I in team. When a team is working, we could get the job done. It can't be done alone. It cannot be done alone. So thank you, audience, for tuning in with us here today. It had to happen. I have the beautiful, I'm talking about the mighty woman of God sitting before you guys right now. She dropped some jewels off to you guys. She's going to be back. It had to happen at a later date, but be ready, guys, and join us back here next Wednesday at 4:30. I will be having this beautiful young lady from Embrace Your Cake. Guys, I met this lady through social media. Beautiful soul. I met her through social media. Guys, she brought me all the way to New York to honor me and give me a humanitarian award. That said a lot. All the way to New York City, guys. I'm going to have her on the show next week. Her name is Monique Denton. Her name of her program is Embrace Your Cake. So meet us back here next Wednesday at 4:30. But before Wednesday, do come back on Monday on our prayer broadcast with the Bishop Kenny Berry and the beautiful Satara J from Getting the Game, guys, at 5:30. I must shout out my producer, guys. I give honor where honor is due. She is the best. I even hooked her up with Princess. Princess, just go ahead and tell Mishka thank you. And whatever it is you want to tell them on here.
We can't release it yet. Don't release it yet. Some things you
Don't
just
release
gotta.
it?
It's like ha.
Okay. All right, we ain't gonna release it yet. We'll save it for the show, y'all. But thank you all for tuning in with us at It Had to Happen. Guys, we are so very grateful for you all tuning in on Mondays and Wednesdays. Do go to my website if you would like to book at www.ericawilsonih2h.com. I love to have you and sit with you and chop it up on It Had to Happen, guys. Do go to my YouTube page and subscribe if you had not. Please do go over to the YouTube at It Had to Happen with Erica Wilson. Hit like, hit subscribe. Also, let us know how we're doing here at It Had to Happen, guys. We're forever grateful for you all. Queen, woman of God, mighty woman of God, my sis. thank you so much for sitting on It Had to Happen with me and my son on today. It was such a pleasure to have you on once again. But we all know, well, they don't know, but you and I know, this ain't the last time, y'all. It's gonna start cooking.
Anything else to be uncivilized.
Oh, y'all heard it here. It had to happen. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in again. Have the most amazing day ever. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Erica's Empowering Empire. 88 Blessings Soar Movement. It had to happen in a beauty so rare. We'd love for you to join us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. It Had to Happen with Erica Wilson. Following our social media.